surrounded by walls that tower all ends, with bricks and bars aplenty. We'll take in all history and all stuff to do, then we'll drink their own breweries empty. We'll ooze through centre and embrace King's Arms afore descending on Lendal quite late. Them nights are on rugby, a bit of a shambles, so we'll head down to Whitmer Gate. I want to wake up in a city with narrow streets, to find I'm King of Bale Hill in Y01, top at list and singing a song. These little time blues, they're melting away. It's up to thee. It's York. It's York. There we go, it's York. Welcome to Yorkshire Style Podcast with 3 Yorkshire Tears. I'm Tom Yorkshire and I'm here with Pat Testing and Jet Lady. How's I doing, lads?
All right.
Not too bad.
Hey?
Good. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
We knew we'd do this kind of thing eventually, didn't we? We knew it were coming.
Are you sure?
Well, we just had to get it organised, didn't we? And
Well,
get
aye.
brews on.
Yeah.
Go on.
We're all good.
Ah, we are, yeah. Oh, not too bad.
How's that going?
I'm all right. It's warm.
Bit warm.
A
Bit warm. Always a bit warm.
Bit warm. But York, what a place to start on. What's the knor? Tell us something about York. What's the knor, Pat? Tell us. Start us off.
Well, it's old. I know that. There's a lot of old stuff there, isn't there?
There is a lot of old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Aye.
That's right. Like what?
Them walls.
Them walls are old, aren't they? Yeah.
I
They're
will-
still standing. They didn't
do,
rate
they
back
do.
then, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't rate, no messing about. I wrote that. I got sent some facts.
All right.
Some
Did
facts
you?
about York.
Ah,
So
go
I'll tell you a couple. So it's a weird one is York, right? Because you talk about Yorkshire, right? Now Yorkshire now, we've got North Yorkshire, we've East Riding, we've West Yorkshire, we've South Yorkshire, right? It weren't all us like that though. York now's counts as being in North Yorkshire. But it didn't used to be. It used to be by itself. Because there were 3 ridings,
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah.
weren't there?
Aye.
Before they messed it up.
Yeah.
And it were all ridings from York. So York were itself, and then North riding.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
East were East riding, and West
riding.
and South were kind of. But anyway, a bit of a mess. But it were by itself. All in them walls were by itself. It's changed now. It's North Yorkshire. I think that's because it's fancy up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
yeah.
Aye. It is.
Expensive for a pint.
Costs a few bob, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Costs a few bob. But it says here, I'm taking this as gospel. It's been settled since 8000 BC, before Jesus.
Right.
8,000 BC.
8000 BC.
Yeah. Is that before crust?
Before crust, yeah, yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah, I think so. But city were founded in 71. Year 71.
Right. I know what it was called before that.
Go on, what were they
That's
called?
It was called Jorvik because it was Vikings, wasn't it?
Oh, no,
That was it. With J.
Oh, well, Italians bobbed over and all. There were some Italians that founded it. I did.
All right. I thought it was Vikings.
I think that it's one of them places that draws folk from everywhere, isn't it? So it's probably a bit of all sorts.
Aye.
Bit of all sorts. And the round trees. You know, fruit pastels.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
They were made there.
They what?
Right.
And so I knew that because I'd seen that before, and it's still there. Is all round trees.
Well, Roundtree's had a factory in Castleford as well.
Did they?
They did, aye. Yeah.
They did,
Used
yeah.
to walk by it on way to game.
Oh, well done,
And
lad.
it
Yeah.
used to be called Bellamy's because my mother used to work there.
Is she?
It was her first job.
Fair dues.
That's a few years ago.
Lovely stuff, Brenda, bless you. But Terry's chocolate oranges were made in York and all that. I didn't know
Right.
that.
Ah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One of the 5 a day.
Ah.
So aye.
In fact, I've got a friend that lives where
That's got a friend
I've got a friend that
that lives.
where the old factory used to be for Terry's. Yeah, and the clock tower's still there. It's very, very pretty.
A very pretty part of town. Fair
Aye,
play.
it is. Great money.
York floods a lot, doesn't it?
It does. It does. There's that pub in there on front to it.
His arms.
That's it. Aye. With little,
yes.
little line on it and with floods to. I think that's
It's up there, isn't it?
it. Yeah. You'd be gutted if you having a pint outside, wouldn't you?
That'd be swimming. Yes,
Ah.
there'd be swimming in it. But I wonder why it does it. You'll know all that logistic. Don't that have our rivers flooding that? Why is it flooding? Ooh.
Well, because it rains,
Ah. That why it is.
and when it rains, it fills rivers up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I honestly thought you were going to give me some
No.
sciencey fact, other than we add water to water and it gets bigger.
No.
Simple as that.
No.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, no, that's right. But
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to York, and we had a look round, and we got talking to some folk, and we've asked them for their opinions, what they think of York, what they think's good about it. So have a watch at this, lads, and then we'll see if we agree. Today I'm in York. I've come to county's capital for a right good day out. There's a rumour that there's 365 bars in York. I'm outside Micklegate Bar. I've not found pumps yet, but I'll go and have a look. Come join me.
York's a lovely place, it is, yeah. The people around here are so nice and kind and respectful.
I really like it. It's a nice mix between like cities, obviously something going on, you can find a bit of culture, some of the things going on with great restaurants and stuff. You can shut the door and everything's gone.
It's on New York. It's a nice place in New York. My name is Fasil.
So a lot of the locals do go to the Shambles. That is like the main tourist attraction because it was also inspiration for Harry Potter. So you got a lot of the Harry Potter shops there. There is also the Viking Centre as well because again Vikings used to have this area quite a lot.
My first place, I'd go to Minster. Have a look at Minster, then I'd probably go to Yorkshire Viking Centre. I can remember going there when I was a kid. You used to go on that little train, they said this is what it smelled like. It smelled like fire bombs.
So I am more of a local pub guy, but there are a lot of good local pubs. If you're looking for cheap, definitely Sam Smith.
I'm working for a long time here. It's a nice city here. And the minister is nice. And the museum nice. And the roundabout big one. And the train station is good.
Personal choices for me would be the Drawing Board or Yates's just down here. Those are usually a good laugh. But if you're into your massive pop, we also have the Pop World that's everywhere.
I keep smiling for New York here. People is smiling. And they talking the morning, good morning people, and they're talking happy. Very nice.
I've seen you dancing, man.
So dancing, after I keep it dance for you and the smile, okay? Hey, come in that one.
Oh, me? What have I got to do? Have I got to be here as well?
Hey!
Oh, nice one, yeah. Love it. Better than me. Still going. Fair play, man.
I think anybody would find York a wondrous, lovely place.
So it was quite an experience in York, as I might have witnessed there. £4 for a scone. What first thing that surprised me? It's a different world, isn't it?
£4.
And £4, and I didn't see anybody buy any, but I imagine somebody did. Maybe it's tourists.
I bet they were nice though for £4.
Well, I hope
But
so.
they were from Yorkshire.
Well, aye.
It said Yorkshire on them.
Indeed. Speaking of scone-like things, has they ever seen a fat rascal?
yes.
Go on.
Is it cherries and almonds, isn't it?
Ah.
It's just a cake. I only had one last time I went to York.
Yeah. Well, they do them at that Betty's. I know
Right.
Betty's is.
Oh.
I think it's Harrogate Betty's, isn't it? But they've
Harrogate.
got one in York.
Right.
And it's so it's what here's a fact. Here's a fact for the 375,000 fat rascals sold. And I think that's in York. A year, probably. I don't know,
Right.
maybe a day, who knows. But that's a fair few fat rascals, isn't it? It is, and that's at Betty's. There they go. Vasil, what a character, bless
It
him.
was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe he got you dancing.
Can't that? Don't take much these days, does it? but no, well, when he volunteered, he was far better than me, though, and far more energetic. But I think he was from Romania, bless him. He sells Big Issue. On streets of York, and he listed. I don't know if you heard his list of things that he likes about York.
Yeah.
But he said Minster, Museum, Big Roundabout, and train station. So that one his recommendations for a day out. So, all good. Nice bloke, though. And Yorkshire Viking Centre, has there been there?
Aye, when I was a kid, yeah, it's all right. I quite enjoyed it.
Day out, isn't it?
Ah, yeah.
Day out.
Been to Railway Museum.
Has there?
That's a good day.
What goes on there?
Well, it's trains.
Oh, fair play. Good. Has there been to Shambles?
I have, aye. I went to that, what's it called? Ghost shop. The queue's up. There's,
Shop for ghosts? Or selling them?
well, they sell them, so that the queue's up right, and it goes right corner. You can get there dead early.
Ah,
But
dead early. That's
dead, no pun intended. But about 2.5 hours we stood, and they've got these little ghosts drawn up floor, and I stand here, and then there's somebody dressed in fancy old clobber, and he pulls the art, and he goes, right, you stand here now, you stand here. And buys this little ghost, and it's got a trapped spirit, a York in it. That's it. I waited 2.5 hours for 2.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of them, innit? It's an experience.
It's an experience.
It's an
Oh, it sounds like
experience.
one. It does sound
Bit
like
one
one.
half.
Yes, it does. It does. I think, well, to be fair, it was a glorious day in York. So I think, Pat, if that's ready, we'll tell you all about weather and what went on.
Thanks, Tom. As always in glorious Yorkshire, it'll be fair to middling with caliginous skies and a full 8 octaves. In Acombe, Botham and Fulford, it'll be glorious, while in Micklegate, South Bank and Woodthorpe, it'll see a bit of cuckoo spit as day goes on. Just remember, if there's a warm front in your direction, you may feel a bit of pressure from south. And now to the sports desk for the latest.
Welcome to Sport in York. This is where we tell you all about all sporting things that are happening all over that glorious capital city of ours. First thing, York City have had a cracking season. At time of recording, they've reached National League playoff semi-finals and they're working their way into getting into League 2.
York Knights, mid-table in the RFL Championship. But it's only mid-season.
And it's all still to play for. Alistair Bulward at Leeds Fencing Club won gold at York Open fencing competition. Nathan Foster at Skipton got silver.
New York Billiard League, Golden Ball, topping table, head of York Brewery. Currently sitting bottom, 9th in the table, is Q Tang Clan. And you've got Harry Clish with a season high break, a 3-1-2-0.
Big drama in Ultra Fabrication York Wednesday Pool League Division 2, where Crescent stomped into a 4-0 lead before Lawrence B won 5 up bounce and match ended 6-all. Back to studio. So there that goes. That's all the information I need on them things. But York City are a football side, aren't they? They're not a bad side. I used to go to Botham Crescent, which is where they used to. They've moved now. They moved to a fancy new stadium on the side of town, where I think rugby team plays as well. You're a rugby lad, eh?
They do. I think lads and lasses both play there and all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Together?
Well, I don't know. I assume opposite, but I don't know.
Opposite against each other.
Well,
Fair
maybe-
play. Well, why
maybe,
not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
All good.
Give it a go.
Oh, good. Judy Dench. She's from York.
Is she?
She
She is,
is.
I
didn't
wonder
know that.
Why
know
what
that.
postcode was you born? Yeah.
Right.
Anybody else from?
That his first that footballer. But he played on dark side or other side. Ben Godfrey.
Ben
I
Godfrey.
think he played. He's moved to Italians now. Linking
Has he
back
gone
to
that way? Oh,
Ah,
it's
yeah.
like
So
cultural exchange. isn't it?
yeah. He's where they come over. He's come over now.
Fair play.
Ah.
I wonder if he conquers like they did. We have a few names down. Let me know if there's heard them. Frankie Howard.
Right.
Wouldn't have thought that, would they? He's
No.
your generation, isn't he, Pat?
What do you mean?
You know.
I'm not that old.
If this is
Well,
your
I'm
name,
actually, I am.
Joseph Roundtree and Joseph Terry. That's them who made
That's
sweets and
chocolate.
chocolates
Yeah.
and all that. Shed 7.
Shed 7. I was going to say Shed
heard of
7.
them.
Yeah. Shed
Right.
7.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Steve
excited.
McLaren, Old England
As in,
manager.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
right.
right. Okay.
We're from there. And of course, Guy Fawkes.
Aye.
We haven't mentioned Guy Fawkes, have we?
Oh.
England's most famous terrorist.
I didn't know who were.
It's
Skittering
all right.
around it, or-
When I was a kid, I always thought we were celebrating him.
Well, maybe we were to some
Maybe
extent,
what
weren't
we should have been really sometimes.
Different time. But yeah, all good. So we that folk we've been in every year is a Yorkshire bloke. Any fuck guys.
We were Dick Turpin, because he's buried there, isn't he?
I know he's buried there, but I
So
don't
is he
know
from there?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think so.
no.
I think he was just a robber who ended up there, I think.
Ah, right,
I
okay.
think.
Maybe so.
There's 328, this is from Canberra, Campaign for Real Ale. 328 different beers and ales in over 200 pubs in York. Just inside what? Well, I'm assuming it's roughly inside walls, might be one or two on outskirts.
In city.
But that's a
Some going, that's it.
fair
That's,
day out, that, isn't it?
that's a fair pub crawl, that.
Yeah. When we doing that?
Well, after this, if they want.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can do what?
You've drank in York before now, haven't
Yeah, a couple of times. We did a gig there, didn't we, at all? A few.
Yes,
Yeah, we did a gig there. We
That
did
was
it with...
a special night, I think, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
You went bed.
I did.
That had too much. We got locked.
We stopped over, didn't we?
We
stopped
did,
over,
yeah.
What was the place called, Pat? What was it?
Was it Spread Eagle?
Spread Eagle, maybe. Yeah.
I think it was Spread Eagle.
Yeah.
So because we've named them, we'll be careful what we say. But it was quite. It was an impressive experience. That was an experience.
Yeah.
In its own way, and there were
Aye.
plenty of spirits at that occasion as well. I seem to
The
recall.
what? I was saying to Pat before that, we'd finished that gig, and we're in the toilet, stood there at urinals. Next thing, BAM! Music goes on. Me and him running around pulling his kecks up, and you're stood there, blottoed. That's finished the show, and I started singing away on the own. Aye, you did.
Oh,
But they didn't have
me too.
the kecks on either, they had them shorts on. So why they stripped off? Because that were well earlier in set.
I like to give surprises at live shows. Speaking of live shows, we've got a big one
We have.
coming up 1st of
Oh,
August.
right, 1st of August.
We had a
Yorkshire Day.
live show in. It must be 5 years, 6 years,
6
something
years,
like
aye,
that.
yeah.
We're doing a big live comeback. 1st of August, venue 23, Smythe Street, Wakefield. You can get your tickets online through any of us socials. You can also get your mugs as well. You can get your mugs and all that game. So get out socials, they'll fin all that. We've had some letters in from listeners who are right keen to talk to us.
Right.
So if they wants to read one out, they can. You start off, Eddie, and then Pat, that's one for thee as well.
That's all right, telling me now. I've got to put my
Has he got
glasses
the
on
accent?
now.
Has he got
Can I not see? Oh,
Linda's the
sorry,
bat,
pal.
aren't I?
Go on then, Eddie, you can start us off.
So it's
Read it word for word.
3 Yorkshire Tears. Is it scraps or bits? Why? From Fred in Hull.
Well, I'm a
What's that?
scraps.
I agree.
Scraps for me. And it's a proper fish cake. It's a fish cake.
Yeah, I think asking somebody to put the bits on your food's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right, does it? But
No.
stick the scraps on, that's all right. But the bits, I don't. So I think,
I think that's dead right. I get it. I mean, it's bits of batter, isn't it? And but it's scraps of batter as well. But it has always been scraps. They get a bag of scraps, don't they? They used to get a bag of scraps for note. You could go in and ask for a bag of scraps, couldn't you? And just ate last at batter. But some folk do call it bit, and I think even round here that gets a bit of bits.
does that?
I think some do. It's a strange,
Nah, not for me. That
Words vary. It's
It
not
just-
for me.
it just-
I don't want bits on my dinner. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. But it's there's got to get it right. There's got to forgive it. But I'd never ask for bits. If I were asking for bits, I'd expect a different response to having battered on my fish and chip.
That's true.
Fair play. Go on then. Well, I've got the glasses on. Get
Go on then. Dear lads, who's the funniest Yorkshire person there's ever been? That's from Daisy from Harrogate. Yo.
What?
That's debatable.
We'll start a campaign. Funniest Yorkshire person there's been. Go on. What do we think?
I think Brian Blessed, Miss N.
I quite like Brian Blessed. He's here, look, he's here smiling.
I know. Yeah.
But I don't even think he intends it, does he?
just him.
Naturally,
He
he's
is,
got it,
he
hasn't
is,
he?
he is.
He's just got it.
Yeah.
What about Chuckle Brothers?
They're up there.
Yeah.
What?
Somewhere.
Yeah,
Ah,
Chuckle
they are.
Brothers are up there behind me.
They're not a bad shout. Childhood growing up with Chuckle Brothers, they were up there.
Ernie Wise. He's got to be up there and all.
Very funny bloke.
From Morecambe and Wise. He were from Morley, I think, or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of Michael Palin. were funny in his day. I know he does that boring stuff now, but in his day he were funny.
Right.
And he's from, is he Sheffield? He's definitely a Yorkshireman.
I'll tell you who I saw, and it were an evening with Patrick Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Funny, well, that man, on stage, a great lad. Yeah. Yeah, and he's from Mayfield.
Is he?
Aye.
I knew he was Yorkshire, I didn't know whereabouts that. Oh.
Yeah, massive Hollywood actor, and he's when he gets on stage, he's right down to earth and funny as out.
So who would we say, for Daisy's sake, who's number one?
Ooh, I'm voting Brian for this.
Yeah, I'll back you there. I'll go Brian.
Well, I'm outvoted, so it doesn't matter who I think, but that's fair enough. All right. Oh, good. Keep sending your listeners' letters. I've got one here. It's from Gary from Bury. So, till next time, we'll have a look at somewhere else next week. So tune in. Do keep coming back. We've got a few weeks of this, so keep coming and keep listening to us. And let us know. Send us your letters. You can send it to tom@yorkshire.style.